This is exclusive from Leading the Ring.
Your thoughts about the fight with Miguel Cotto. What are your thoughts about that fight?
Everything was, I was in the game. I was trying, doing my thing, but, something occurred that was not in my control, the injury, and since then it was, it was not successful.
This was a mega fight for your career and for New York and even for Puerto Ricans. Did some of the limelight, do you believe, did it get kind of to you? Because it didn't seem like you were settled in your style. It seemed like you were a little more tense stepping in the ring.
I mean, perhaps, like first round was a little, trying to, it was a little too excited, so took me like a little bit longer to get into my rhythm, so, it was a little bit tense, but, things got better, a little later.
His jab seemed to be very effective. Did that surprise you, and did that take you out of your game plan and what you were planning to do?
No, it's not, No, it's not. It's happened in the gym, and it didn't surprise me. I knew that they had a good jab, but it didn't get me out of my game,
Did any of his punches, Yuri, did any of them hurt you, or was it more or less what the knee was happening?
Listen, I don't wanna like say his punches didn't hurt. They have a good punching power, but it didn't like bubble me or something, The damage that really happened is my knee, and I can't really hop on one leg and trying to throw a good punch combination, The injury was the really the downside of that, when I twisted my knee, it was very hard to hold my weight on it, or besides even putting some weight on it, when you throw a right hand, you put all your weight on your right leg, you're sitting on the punch, and that was a very problematic thing to do for me.
When the white towel was thrown in, Yuri, what was going through your mind? I mean, were you, okay, this is justified, or were you in the favor of the referee when he continued the fight?
I was in the favor. Yeah, I was in the favor of that. Of Michael Mercante. Like I'm a fighter. So I didn't want to. For me, when I saw the towel, I was very disappointed. Because I wanted to continue.
Your corner immediately when Arthur Mercante turned around and asked them if they threw it, they said no. Looking back at it now, have you spoken to your corner about throwing in that towel? Because I even though Miguel was ahead on points, I still thought that you had fight left in you. What was their? I mean, and initially, yeah, they were in the right of throwing in the towel because of the knee. But what was the talk like in the locker room between you and your corner?
The thing is, I haven't spoke with Joe, my trainer, after the fight. Didn't really had no conversation. We didn't spoke with. I didn't spoke with my trainers after the fight. They just they sent me some few texts over my phone, hoping that I'm doing good.
Does that bother you a little bit, Yuri, that you haven't spoken to your trainer? I mean, I would have thought you guys would have spoken immediately.
No, I don't know what's going on. There was a lot of drama, after the fight, I came to the locker room. I was disappointed. There was too much people in my locker room, you know what I mean? And pretty much since then, I was seeing doctors, Tomorrow I'm gonna have a ACL surgery and on my knee, and since then I was very busy seeing knee specialists.
Now I want to go back really quick with you on after the towel's been thrown in, has been thrown in, and after Arthur Mercante decided to let the fight go. What was the thought process for you when he decided to let you continue on fighting against Miguel Cotto?
This is what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. It, and when he let me do that, I was there. tried, to throw punches and be in the game.
Tell us a little bit about the knee. I mean, what state is the knee in at this moment?
Well, I've seen a few doctors. I had an MRI, and I tore meniscus and stretched the ligament, and the injury that I had, it's an old injury, and pretty much all the doctors said that I would need a surgery to fix it because it would never heal by itself. And they actually surprised that with that knee that I went that this far.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, or is during the fight, I mean, when did it bother you? Was it the second round, the third round, or was it even before that? Was it walking into the ring? Was it bothering you, or was this just all of a sudden an old injury decided to, uprise again?
My knee was acting funny pretty much throughout the preparation, preparation and other fights too. Sometimes it would happen in the gym, but I can cancel on such a big fight. You kind of also learn to live with injuries. Pretty much all of the professional athletes, you kind of learn how to day your body. In the fight, besides the actual slip, there was also a few photographers was always always on my way. Like anytime I was moving around the ring, I was keep bumping into these cameras. But the actual when I twist my knee, it was actual when I slipped. It was I don't know, 7th round, and that was a real bad slip. And then again in Miguel's Cotto corner, also again slipped. So it was not a good bad night in terms of injuries.
Now that this injury has occurred again for yourself with the knee, is this a minor setback or a major setback? Meaning, in the major setback, will this be the last of Yuri Foreman? Will we see you get back into the ring? Is that a thought going through your head?
Absolutely. The doctor said that I would need this procedure. The rehab time is pretty much the rehabilitation process is very important for this procedure, and it might take up to 6 months. So, I will have time to basically to rest and collect my energies, focus on my studies, and spend time with the family and back to the business.
Yuri, you stole a lot of hearts of fans by rising from the knee injury, staying toe-to-toe with Miguel Cotto. How well have you received it by the fans? I mean, they obviously have been showing their support, and they have been showing, how much their appreciation was for you to do that. Did you think that was going to happen? Did you feel that some people were not going to give you the props that was deserved to you?
I mean, I didn't expect that, but it was, I guess it was a good, even though it was not successful night for me, but it was somewhat successful in that meaning. Like even for example, I was walking after the ring to my locker room, and it was kind of limping, and I've seen like hundreds of Puerto Rican fans, they were screaming something, they're waving, and I didn't know how to react because I didn't know they're supporting, because I was a little bit still out of you know what I mean, like right after the fight, I didn't know what's going on. Are they attacking me, or are they supporting, or are they waving Puerto Rican flags in my face? But now I'm looking back, it's actually like pretty cool. Now Puerto Rican fans are great boxing fans. It's cool. It's great to get them, I don't know, approval or support.
Well, I think you've gotten everybody's approval and support, Yuri, for doing that. Seeing that some fighters have taken other routes in continuing, even continuing with a bum knee that you had, you were going to have your critics that were going to say, it wasn't the smartest thing to do, but it was definitely the valiant thing to do as a warrior.
Yeah. So you understand me.
Hey, Yuri, hey, thank you very much, brother. I really appreciate
Thank
it.
you very much. Thank you very much for having me on the show.
All right, brother.
Okay.
You take it easy
You're welcome.
and keep us
Bye.
updated on that knee.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I'll let you know. Tomorrow, 7:30 is going to be the start of the surgery, and I'll know what's up after.
Okay, brother. Can't wait for you to
Thank
get
you.
back into the ring, champ.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Be well.
Bye-bye.